Boys, welcome back to another episode of the Panthers franchise. And before we get started with anything, I think we should go look at our roster and see what we're rocking with before we start our new season. And looking at it, as you can see, Bryce Young is now a superstar. Jonathan Brooks is a 93, or 91 technically, with superstar. Deontay Johnson's a star. Offensive line's not looking too bad except for center, which is my fault. Although this guy says he's higher overall, so I guess we'll put him there. So it's looking slightly better. And then, is Medina hurt? Or why is he down here? Okay. I think that's the way I like it. Medina at the top. 75 overall, our rookie. And then for defense, we got Clowney still. Sims sitting behind him. Wanham, Thompson, big DB down here, Shy Tuttle, Xavier Howard still here, J.C. Horn's an 89, not quite superstar yet, Jordan Fuller 81, and then for special teams, we got no punter, it looks like, Turk's our punter, and then we got Mavis, or how you say that, it's anyone. And then also looking at Xavier Legette, he's an 80 overall star right now, and then Carr is wide receiver 5. I'm going to move him past Mingo because Carr's a rookie and Mingo's like a third-year player now, right? So I feel like that's best. And then also, if I can, I'm going to change the scheme here. 65% fit for that West Coast spread. What do we got that's better? So far, 76 has been the best. West Coast zone run. Okay, I don't know if that's going to do any good for us, but base 4-3, 85% scheme fit, 100% base 3-4. So we're going to stay with that. I don't know if I need to switch my playbooks to match. Probably should. But right now we're just going to do the scheme fit change. And I'll deal with the playbooks later if I have to. But with all that said and done, let's go into our first game. And it's against division rival Atlanta Falcons in Carolina. So I set our season goal for 7 wins. Definitely should be attainable, and we're actually going to switch things up a little bit. So we're still going to do 4 quarters, but I'm going to do a quarter of offense, and then a quarter of defense, and then a quarter of offense, and then a quarter of defense. And we'll see how it goes. So this one, obviously, first quarter will be offense only. And hopefully, this isn't too terrible of an idea. I'm interested to see how it works out. But I guess we'll have to see. Starting us off, look at our 2 superstars in the backfield. Jonathan Brooks doesn't get much. He gets maybe a yard. He does, in fact, get a yard. And I might have to switch the quarter length to be a little bit longer. We'll see here. With only playing offense, that'll be like 1 drive, I think, per quarter. And then defense will probably be around the same. One defensive drive per quarter. So that's 4 drives total. So we might have to switch things up. We'll see. Just got to work with what you got. XL out there open. Feeling good so far. 1st and 10. Let's go shock H option. And I guess if we score quickly, we might be able to get multiple drives, but we know how quickly I score. That should be intercepted, to be honest. I don't even know why I threw it. Xavier Legette, though, with another catch, and I forgot to switch my abilities, and I don't even know what my abilities are at this point for either of them, for Brooks or Young. But I definitely need to switch them to make them better. Once we get Hot Route Master with Bryce Young, it is very much over. Like, I'm not the best Hot Route Master, I'm not saying that, but once we get additional routes for these guys, we'll be sitting nice and pretty. And Medina, coming into his first game, rookie season, getting a catch already. And yeah, we're already a minute into our own drive, 3 minutes into the 6-minute quarter. So this is probably our lone drive. So this might not last too many episodes. It might only be this episode. But I wanted to try it out, see how it did. Because while the 40-minute episodes aren't bad, if it's slightly quicker, it would be better. But I don't want it to be like, 4 drives quick. But at the same time, part of that's on me and how good I play. If I suck at defense, which we know I do, I'll probably have more defensive drives in a quarter. And if I suck at offense, which I do, it'll probably take us longer to get touchdowns and making us longer to get extra drives. And we're actually going for this. Do I want to run it with Brooks? I'm going to. Brooks pushes ahead for the first. So we get a fourth down conversion right there. I thought it was going to have us kick a field goal, which I was okay with, because then it would give us an opportunity at maybe getting another drive. And if it's too quick, I might do halves. A half of offense, a half of defense. And look at Deontay Johnson across the middle for the touchdown. First touchdown of the season. Bryce to Deontay. What a beautiful sight. And a minute later, we're back in. Also, we know that these series... Oh, look at us, though. We're starting at the 30. Also, we know these series are more of a delayed chat about what happens in the NFL in real life. And we just did the exact same play, but this time to Thielen. Let's go. Touchdown. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, it's like a delayed update on what's happening in, like, real time. Because I'm, like, 3 weeks ahead. Real time, Andy Dalton just came out and became the first quarterback of the season to have 3 touchdowns and 300 yards passing in a game. Bryce Young, though, looking pretty good to start the season off. 99 yards, 2 touchdowns. Still have no idea what's going on with Bryce Young, whether he's going to be traded or just benched for the rest of the season or just benched until Andy doesn't play good or what's going on with him. But we're entering the final plays of the first part of this episode, first game. We have one more play here. I didn't mean to force that to Medina, but Medina with that catch in our first quarter was 120 yards, 2 touchdowns from Bryce. And we got the rookie Medina involved quite a bit as well. Thielen and Deontay got touchdowns. Very, very solid first quarter for your boy. Now let's see how the boys do for the rest of the game. Now, once again, that was super quick, so I might have to switch the quarter length. We'll see, but let's sim here to the end of the game. We're up 21-0, 21-3, 28-3, 35-3. We are cruising. That's at half, 35-3. What Carolina Panthers team is this? Looking pretty solid. And not going to lie, I liked what our team looked like. We had a lot of holes still. But, like, Deontay Johnson, 85 wide receiver as wide receiver 1, and then Thielen and XL at 80s. That's workable. Jonathan Brooks being a 93 overall. That's doable. Bryce Young being 84 superstar. That's doable. And we just come out and we stomped the Falcons 45-13 in game 1 of the season. That is absolutely insane. Looking at Bryce Young's available abilities here, what do we want? Quick draw, faster passing animations while under pressure. I like that. And then we got inside Deadeye, red zone Deadeye, comeback, sleight of hand. Pass with this ability have increased success rate using pump fakes. I have no idea what I'd like. Spin cycle, bulldozer, tight out. I think I want inside Deadeye. And then do I want no look Deadeye? High point Deadeye? Yeah, I don't really know. Closer. Players with this ability can easily enter the zone second half. What is this one? Red zone Deadeye. I have no idea what I want here. I think I'm going to leave it at no look Deadeye probably. And those would be our 3 abilities. I don't know if they're the best ones, but I like them for now. Looking at Jonathan Brooks' abilities, let's see what he has. He's Return Man, Recuperation, and Short Out Elite. Definitely don't care about this. Playmaker, I don't mind. Also like Reach for it. Also like Evasive. Give him Evasive, obviously. Which is steerable juke and spin animations. Jukebox is steerable juke, so we don't need to stack that. We can do runners with this ability receive improved blocking from O-line within 5 yards of end zone. I like the Energizer if we get a successful move. And I want Playmaker or Reach for it. I'm going to go with Reach for it. And that'll be Jonathan Brooks' abilities for now. I have a feeling that him and Bryce have potential to get up to Superstar X Factors in the season. Can't wait for that. And then also with XL and Thielen being the same overall, I'm going to move XL up. And let's go to Specialists. I want to keep Deontay slot wide receiver. I do like that. I'm liking all these. Okay, I like that. Put Thielen at 3rd. And we might actually trade Thielen. We'll see later on in the season if we're doing good or bad, or if we need another defensive piece somewhere. We'll trade Thielen and, try and get some value out of him. Looking at this, though, Ike Ekwonu out with a torn labrum for 4 weeks. That is painful. Looking at weekly awards, Bryce Young starting the season off hot with 257 pass yards, 5 touchdowns, 4 carries for 27 yards. Looked very good in that first quarter we played. We had 120 yards and 2 touchdowns with him. And our second game of the season is at Bank of America, a home game against the Patriots, who started the season 0-1. Let's see if we could get another W. Second quarter, we get a 7-point lead going into it. That's pretty nice from the boys. And we are starting defensive. And look at who's at quarterback for them. I completely forgot in the offseason they signed Tua. Oh my, this should be interesting, baby. They get a pretty good gain right off the bat, and Tua's already thrown an interception to us. It's probably where we got our touchdown from. And you know me, I haven't played too much defense in Madden so far. Not a lot, anyway. I mean, we do it every episode, but I only play to record these. At the moment, anyway. I'm sure during like Christmas time it'll pick up. Also, Halloween coming up, so that's when Ultimate Team starts getting really good with the most feared and all that stuff. Feels so weird that we're still so early into the recording. I mean, not recording cycle, the game cycle. Also, they had an update today that apparently deleted everybody's franchises. So I wasn't even sure I was going to be recording this today, but they did end up having a quick fix for it, and we're able to restore everybody's save files, so that's good. I don't even know what I would have done if it didn't come back. I might have, to be honest, I might have gone back to like a Madden 20 rebuild or something and rebuilt the Panthers on there or the worst team on there, which I think would be fun to do one of these days. And we get the pressure. Down goes Tua, Derek Brown. What a dog. I'm going to miss seeing him this season. He's out for the year. I think I mentioned that last episode. And going back to the weekly delayed, football season reviews. Oh, he's throwing it away. He had easily 10 yards there. 4th and 21. Panthers, if we beat the Bengals this weekend and make them 0-4, make us 2-2, I'll absolutely flip out. I don't see that happening. I mean, any given Sunday, but I think the Bengals are going to end up winning. But if Andy Dalton could beat his former team like that, it would be legendary. Also, I don't think Panther fans would know what to do with starting the season 2-2, considering we won 2 games all of last year. Almost could have jumped that for an interception. They get a gain of 3. 2 in a Patriots uniform doesn't look half bad. I don't know if I'm rocking with the number 13, but I like how it changed. It's a big change, which I feel like we don't see that much with quarterbacks. Like, when was the last time we saw a big QB change? Aaron Rodgers, right? So I guess there's probably one that happens every year, but none like too insane. Like with a young player, like Rodgers, he was there with Green Bay for like 12 years. Russell Wilson was with the Seahawks for like 10 or 8 or something like that. So yeah, those are big QB moves, but at the same time they kind of ran their course. Tua, I feel like, had a lot more he could have done with Miami, especially in a video game form, but his contract ended and he decided to move on. And now he's with the Patriots, who are down 14-3 with 1:28 left in this quarter. So this is our third defensive drive, but it's still going by fairly quickly. I don't know. I'm interested to see how long this video is, though. Because if it's like a 15 to 30 minute video, I feel like that might be perfect. It'll seem kind of fast, but I think it would be kind of perfect, and we would stick with this kind of format of offensive a quarter, defensive a quarter, offensive a quarter. Obviously, we'll have to see, but we'll still get 4 games in per episode, and it's still 4 quarters worth. Robinson, I'm scared to use you here, and that is why. Oh, and he's still up. He's still up. I just got absolutely mossed. Oh my god, that was disgusting. Was that Kendrick Bourne? That was insane. Okay, well now I'm going to cancel sim. Cancel the sim real quick, so we could jump forward to the complete end of the game. And we are winning 24-17. Can we extend our lead? We get 10-point lead, and we win the game 27-17. So we start 2-0. Patriots start 0-2. That was absolutely filthy moss by, I think, Kendrick Bourne. And he stayed up and ran it in for a touchdown. That was nasty. And you heard, I was nervous. I was nervous to use that corner and try and get the interception. I probably should have swatted. But, man, that was disgusting from me, but gorgeous from them. Bryce Young, 3 touchdowns, 300 yards, 77% completion. He's starting his MVP campaign off well, I feel like. I don't know how many interceptions he has, but I don't think he got any last week. So that'd be 8 touchdowns to however many interceptions he threw this game. So, pretty hot start from Bryce Young, the new superstar. And with this next game, the third quarter, we'll be able to use his superstar abilities that we gave him. And it's going to be pretty nice. I wonder if he got Player of the Week this week or not. And simulate week and find out. Simulating the regular season week 3, view weekly awards. He didn't, but Derek Brown with 3 sacks got one. So now that's 2 weeks in a row where we got people with Player of the Weeks. So that's pretty fire. Can we keep that streak going? Looking around the league, Tua is actually second in passing yards. We don't got anybody on the top of these. Derek Brown, top of sacks. 3 sacks ties the lead, and he got that in last game. I see why he's Player of the Week now. He's our only league leader of any sort. And then looking at our record in the NFC, Saints also have a 2-0 record. So we're facing Philly this week, who has a 1-1 record. It's going to be a tough game. I don't know if we'll be able to get it done. They're 8th in rush yards. We're 4th, though. 1st in offensive points per game. So, should be a good game. Let's get into it. First, before we go into the game, we have some extensions we have to think about. This one, J.C. Horn, I'm 100% doing. We're going to give him a 5th year and just have that be the offer. Excited to sign such a great offer. Thank you. And then Taylor Moton I know he's getting old and he's not really interested in re-signing. I'm going to go up to 4 years and just do that. Hey, he's staying. Okay. And then for the rest of these guys, I don't know what I want to do. I'm pretty sure with Clowney, he's 32, and with Thielen, he's 35. I'm going to try trading those guys, and then Bryce at the end of the year will accept his option, of course. I'm going to trade those guys before the trade deadline, almost guaranteed now that I see that their contracts are expiring. As far as the rest of these guys, we have 59 mil in cap room. I don't know what I want to do. Our rookie is a right outside linebacker, I thought. Well, if not, we can move him there. So we, like Sims, I think his name, right? Chris Sims. So we don't have to keep him. Corners, I don't know what our situation is. I know we have Xavier Howard across from Horn. But I don't feel the need to really keep any of these guys. I want to save cap space for, obviously, free agency. So we could sign more than just Bradley Bozeman like we did this past offseason. Also, I find it interesting that Bryce Young doesn't have a nice re-sign interest. Are you kidding me, Bryce? Are you not loyal? We'll see how that goes from the rest of the season, but now it's finally time to get into the game. Playing offense, playing in the third quarter. Let's hop into it. Here we go, starting the second half with the ball. And look at that, though, 17-10. We're only down 7 points. If I could play good offense here, we could tie us up, which would be nice. I believe it was just 17-7, but right before half we got a field goal going into half. And we have a chance here to tie it up against the Eagles, which I don't know their overall, but I'm almost positive it's better than us, even though we started 2-0. 3rd and 4, though, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We still have to have a good drive here. Oh, right off of Sanders' hands, and it's 4th and 4, so we're going to be putting it away very, very quickly here. Don't want to give him that much space. Punt's a little wobbly. Doesn't go the distance. Doesn't go too far, but down to the 30. I don't know how he wasn't even on one of the end lines, but we hold them from scoring, and it's our ball again. This is huge. Huge. Got to score here. We got to go back and tie this game. Jonathan Brooks got to carry us there. He gets drilled at the end of that. 7 rushes, 17 yards. Not the hottest start for him. But he will be the deciding factor most likely, other than my own input on whether or not we could get this touchdown here. Medina coming in a lot, and I like this jersey combo. The white jersey with the blue pants. Look how clean this is looking. Sanders going across. Okay. Brooks going out left. And Deontay Johnson going in. Deontay Johnson had himself a day this past week with Andy Dalton. Jonathan Brooks cannot catch. Oh no, dude, that's our second drop. The first one makes sense because, it was Sanders going across and he's not the highest overall in the first place. But if Jonathan Brooks can't catch, then we have problems. We need him to catch those open ones, and he caught that one, had a pretty good run after catch for the first. And now we're going to be running it straight down the middle with him. Their defensive line's no joke, though. I do know that. But he still gets ahead for 5 yards. Got 4 minutes to work with here. We don't need to get it all in one play. Medina's going all the way out there. Thielen and Deontay Johnson. Just give it to Thielen. Have him go ahead. And Thielen also recently just got put on IR from the hamstring injury he suffered on his touchdown catch. Terrible, terrible, outcome of that, because that catch was disgusting. And look at Jonathan Brooks out here, shaking and baking out here. Let's go. Okay, we're driving now. The first drive was just a little, rust because I was playing defense the previous quarter. We're here now. Let's play some good offense. Thank you for getting thrown in the dirt because nobody was open. That was guaranteed going to be an interception. So appreciate you for bailing me out, game. And now, is that Jalen Carter? It's not letting me view their abilities, but I'm pretty sure that's Jalen Carter. Don't matter because Brooks gets the first. Now he's at 10 rushes, 50 yards. That ain't too bad. Considering he's 7 rushes, 17 yards. He's doing pretty solid now. Down at 16. First and 10, red zone time. Chuba gets a carry. Chuba was a dog on Sunday. And I bet it's so weird because, like I said, I say this every single time I give you these weekly updates, but you guys are 3 weeks ahead. You know the future. And Medina, can you get your first touchdown? No, he cannot. He was close, though. Bryce Young getting pumped up. Can we get a touchdown here, boys? Run it in. Run it in. And Brooks can't get it, but he doesn't lose a yard either. I tried diving, and he didn't necessarily do what I was wanting him to. Let's see. This is looking open. This inside zone's looking very nice and open. Just run it up the gut. Jonathan Brooks trucking over a guy and getting the touchdown. So we tie up the game. They immediately get a freaking kick return touchdown. What happened there? I don't know. Whatever it was, they immediately got a touchdown, which is not good for us. Because now we have to go back down and score another one. Brooks, though, he's gaining. Mountain halfback angle will be next. Leggett going with an out route. And he is now at receiver 2 on this team, so it's a little different seeing him out there. And Thielen doing these routes. No interception there. I thought it could have been, but I liked the out route, and he gets it. Mountain halfback plunge. They're challenging that, which is interesting time to challenge, but it's upheld, and they lose a timeout. That could come in huge later if we could score here. We're going to stick with this run. We got, who is 41? I think that's 41, right? Yeah, whoever 41 is in motion. That could be Chamberlain, I guess. I haven't seen his number ever. And then they stop us at 3rd and 1. 41 is Knox. I have no idea who that is. I'm going to bring Medina over here to help out with blocks. And that does help. That does help. Jonathan Brooks is loose. To the 26. 15 rushes, 87 yards. He's had himself a day now. We're firing on all cylinders to this drive so far. Let's hope we could keep it up and not make any stupid mistakes. Jonathan Brooks gain a 2. Got a minute left before it's no longer our quarter. So we don't need to get all of it here, but I'd like to get the touchdown for our boys. Do a little fake. Just go to Chuba, have him sit for a gain of 2. Not the best decision, but it had to be done. He was getting destroyed and was going to drop that ball anyway. And right now, look at Deontay Johnson. He's going on an out route. This is what I'm telling you. It'd be perfect. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, we got it out. No interceptions. That could have been bad. I probably should have just thrown it away. If we had Hot Route Master, it'd be perfect time to, get him a zig route, and it would be golden. But that's what I'm talking about. We need Hot Route Master. And Mavis, or Mevis, or how you pronounce it, drills it. The thicker kicker drills it. And we are down 4 at the end of our quarter here. Let's see what the boys can do. We're down 10 or 11. Down 3. As much as I want to play this moment, my quarter is done. The boys go down and we force overtime. And do we have start the ball? We do, but they go down and they win it. So we do end up losing, but 34-31, that's a very competitive game. And we start the season 2-1, but with a very competitive loss. So we'll take that every single day of the week. That was pretty good. And that was on Monday Night Primetime, too. And Bryce Young, another 300-yard game. He is killing it to start this season. Let's hope we could keep it up in the final game, even though we'll be on defense. Well, I just advanced the weekend. My idiot self once again forgot to set the regional scouting. How bad am I going to be at scouting these guys? Region breakdown, let's see, it's all quarterbacks, which obviously we don't need because we have Bryce, but at least, the quarterback is a strong point in 2 out of the 4. And we just got to remember for regional what to do, which I'll probably scout cornerbacks. But what an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Looking at our team again, there's a few things I'd like to change. I'm going to have Chris Sims come in and start at right outside linebacker. And since DJ Wanham is expiring contract, I'm going to try and trade him real quick. And I think I'm also going to try and trade Thielen right now as well. Might try and trade Bozeman. He's supposed to be a center, but for some reason he's not. Well, I guess I could start him at left tackle, and he'll be 11 better than that. I don't know why these guys are kind of flipped. Might be a depth chart thing. Another thing I noticed was our rookie free safety, or strong safety, who's a 77 overall, isn't starting, and that's because Jordan Fuller's here. I don't know why. I don't even see the rookie in the lineup. And I don't necessarily want to trade Jordan Fuller. He's only 27. But over on the other side, who do we have? We have Xavier Woods. So how old is he? He's 30. We might try and trade Xavier Woods and put our rookie there. We'll see. I don't know what our rookie's overall is as a free safety. But I don't want to do every move all at once. So for this episode, we're going to try and trade Thielen, and we're going to trade Wanham, and we're going to have our Sims guy start at right outside linebacker. I feel like is the good move there. And then we'll see from there what we need to do. But let's go to the trade center and see if we can work out a trade. Manage roster, trade center. Now this is one of our first trades, right? Or maybe just our first in general. So let's put Thielen in over here. Wide receiver. Adam Thielen, because Carr's up to a 76 as a 22-year-old. He's got 13 years to make it to at 80 overall. I feel like he can do that. Xavier Legette and Deontay Johnson both look good too, so I feel like we're good with that. Now, offensive lineman would be nice. I'm going to press get offers. There's nobody willing to trade. So yeah, we're probably going to have to add in a pick just to get rid of him. If we put in around 3 pick, anything good there? No trade offers. Wow, okay. Now, I kind of expected it, but at the same time, it is kind of crazy. No trade offers for that, so I guess we're going to have to try and make our own trade. Let's go with... actually, we could try and put Wanham in here at the same time. I doubt that really does anything for anybody, but, I mean, we could try it. Yeah, no trade offers. And what if we put in a draft pick? What if we put in the second round one again? Okay, we do have offer for this. Nate Hobbs, 26-year-old corner, and a 7th round pick. Now, I want to see, what if I just go add Hobbs, okay? If I just go to the Raiders, and where are they at? Raiders, all the way down in the R's. Went the opposite direction probably, Raiders. And we go to cornerback. Nate Hobbs. What if we take out these 2? How close does just Thielen get us? Not very far, okay? So what about Wanham? What if we add Wanham in there and just take out the picks? How close does that get us? Closer. Okay, what about if we do the 3rd round pick for a 6th round pick? Change it up a little bit. I'm going to go down here to draft picks. 6th round pick. I don't remember what year they were trying to give us, but we'll just do the same year. And that is close, okay? So what if we do a 4th round pick and then one of these extra 7th round picks? How about that? Also close, but not really. So if we do 3rd round pick to their 6th round pick for next year, what is that at? Very close, okay. 7th round pick for this year. We might just have to go with their offer they were giving us. Yeah, I think this one will go through. No, trade decline, man. Okay, so what if we get offers from this? Okay, middle linebacker Aziz and 2 7th round picks. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. I like Hobbs more. He's an 83, I mean. Anything from that. Okay, so the best we could get is from the 3rd. And then, so that's Nate Hobbs. He's 26. And with 1 2nd round pick. How old was this other guy? How old was Aziz? Aziz was 28. So 2 more years older. 2 overalls less. So I'm liking the other one more, even though it's cost for a 3rd round draft pick. What happens if we put in a 2028 1st round pick? Because I expect us to be good by then. Anybody interested? The Raiders JPJ, 22-year-old left guard for this year's 5th round pick and a 7th round pick. To be honest, I'm going to do that, I think. Do I do that or do I do Nate Hobbs? Nate Hobbs is 26, 83 overall. I'm going with JPJ. I'm going Jackson Powers Johnson. 1st round pick, it's projected to be pick 10. But like I said, I think we're going to be better than that by the time we get there. At least I hope. So, Thielen, thank you very much. Wanham, thank you very much. But I think it's time that we do this here. We're going to... Do I try and counter offer it? I don't think I do. I think I just go with it. Let me see if I can add in another 7th. So that's 2027 7th round pick. Let's go with 2028 7th round pick. These aren't going to matter too much, but if we could stack them, might as well try. So we do get an extra 7th out of that. Probably doesn't matter. But Jackson Powers Johnson, 22-year-old 80 overall, left guard we just got. That is huge. And I think he was drafted as a center, wasn't he? So I'm going to go, let's see. Let's go to manage roster, right? Adjust lineup. And I want to see what his overall is as a center. Because we need a center. Obviously, we have Lewis here, right? Damian Lewis. And he's 28 years old, so he's still got quite a few years. I know he's not as high of overall as JPJ, but if we could get somebody better than that for there, definitely take that. And do I have to go to depth chart to do this first? I think so. Let's go reorder our depth chart a little bit. Manage roster. Depth chart. And let's get everything straightened out here. Okay, QB 86. Yep, that's fine. Nope, I don't want Patriots depth chart. Oh, I'd like my own, thank you. Halfback. Sanders. Miles Sanders is another guy we could try and trade. He is, what's his age, does it say? It probably does, but I can't see it right now. I'm not going to spend the time to figure it out. Wide receivers. Carr we like there, then Mingo, then Sharpton, I like that. And then tight end, Medina, then Sanders, then Knox. Okay, left tackle. Neiman, or how you pronounce it? He's supposed to be that. Okay, let's put in Cade Mays so we could do this. Left tackle, Neiman. Put Bozeman second. Left guard, Jackson Powers Johnson's now a 79. But obviously, you know, it's morale change to a new team, I would guess. And then where is Bozeman? Bozeman's all the way down here for whatever reason. Switch with Cade Mays. Cade Mays can switch with this guy. Although Cade Mays, what position is Cade Mays? I don't even see him. Oh, there he is. He is a center. Okay. So we got that. And then right guard. Got Hunt. Right tackle. I'm just going to go through this to make sure everything is all right before we try and figure out JPJ's best position. Okay, I believe I have our depth chart all sorted out. Now let's go into here to Jackson Powers Johnson and see if his overall changes from 79 if we move him to center. I swear that's where he was drafted out of. Like, he was drafted as a center. But he actually goes down one. So what happens if we put Damian Lewis as center? Although, actually, I don't mind JPJ as center. 78, that's better than our 72. And we just have to, upgrade him a little bit. But that's only one down from his left guard and two down from when we traded for him. But I don't know what would be the best route. I want to go switch Lewis real quick, actually, before I do this. I want to switch Lewis to center. If Lewis is higher than a 78, I'll probably keep him at center and put JPJ back to what's it called? Left guard. So Damian Lewis as a center. I imagine he will go down in overall. He is a 77, so yeah. Let's put him back up to left guard, and then we'll keep it like this. We'll keep JPJ as a 78 overall center. That's definitely an increase over what we had before. And then we could, what just happened? It just moved him back to center. Then we can get into our fourth and final game, and with all this extra talk that I did with the trade and stuff, we will probably have the same length episode as always. So I guess we'll see how quick the gameplay feels. And save changes. There we go. Thank you. That's all I wanted. So big trade kind of there. We got rid of one of our wide receivers, Adam Thielen, who is a dog. I am going to miss him, not going to lie, but I felt like it was time to move on since he was, he's 35 years old. Like, time to move on. Plus, getting rid of Wanham allows us to get Chris Sims up in here. Hall, I moved up to second strong safety, so he might get some touches finally. I'm still thinking about trading Woods and moving Hall over. I don't know what Hall's rating would be as a free safety. I guess we could check that out real quick, too, before we get into the game while we're messing with everything. But we have Miles Sanders, so we could potentially trade as well. If Hall's a free safety, he is a 78 overall as well, so I might keep him there and then get rid of Woods. That way Hall and Fuller are our safeties. And I like what we got going on. I think I might try and trade for a corner. I don't know if it'll be the same corner that we were close to trading for. But new starting center. Yeah, he's went down 2 overall from the trade, so he doesn't look quite as good as when we first traded. But with him being 22 years old, 78 overall center, definitely take that. We could keep him, for a long time. I don't know what his contract is, rookie contract. I imagine, is he on a 5th-year exception too, or do we have to wait a year for that? I don't know, to be honest. But without further ado, let's finally get into our Week 4 game playing defense against the Cardinals. Okay, we're down 5, and they're driving on us already. Also forgot to mention that Clowney may be a spot we move on from too. He's old, expiring contract. Probably don't want to bring it back. I do like Clowney, but at the same time, thinking about the future, we got to start getting some of these old guys and bringing in new guys. And another one that I don't really want to save, but fits the bill, Shaq Thompson here. Shaq Thompson fits the bill. And Howard just gets burned, and I play bad defense, and they get a touchdown. They're not going to be up 12 points. We can't score a touchdown. So, while we started the season hot, also going to look like we're going kind of balanced here. 2-2. Remember, our goal is to win 5 games. We have to win 5 games here. Oh, don't know who I am. And I just got a pass interference because I didn't know who I was. And 87, bro. Who are you? This guy just got a touchdown. He is absolutely insane. He is burning us. And yep, there's me who I accidentally switched to JC and got illegal contact. But they got the touchdown anyway, so rough start to this game. Holy. 35-6. This is an 0-3 Cardinals team. Like, we shouldn't be losing like this to them, but at the same time, like, things happen. And, what can you do? Nothing. You just kind of got to take it. This was definitely a winnable game. I'm going to say it's not anymore. But we started with only down 5, and then we just gave up an easy touchdown. I switched to the wrong guy, illegal contact. Let up another touchdown. Like, rough way to end this episode. But, like, we still got 4 minutes left. I doubt we get any stopping here. I mean, I'd love to get an interception. Josie Jewell, it could be him. Actually, I'm going to move Shaq over here because he's using him. I thought he's for sure passing to that guy. Man, I suck at switching on to people and tackling. And Kyler Murray's having a day, too. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Clowney out in coverage. I don't know if I like that, but, you know, I don't know if it matters at the same time. It's Madden. It's not real life. I know real life, it would be better for him to be rushing every single time, but it doesn't really matter to me if he's in coverage, I guess. We're down 35-16, and they're going to probably just, you know, chew the clock a little bit. Oh, or they could just go get a touchdown. What is happening over here? Get to him, Fuller. Okay. Dermercado. Is that guy a rookie? I've never even heard of that guy. Almost down to 2-minute warning. There's probably not going to be much happening in this game. I might just skip this and you won't see any of it, to be honest. Just let them chew the clock down and get on with our day. I'm going to finish this drive out, though, obviously. They're motioning. I'm with Shaq, and I get the pick. Hold on. Game ain't over, folks. Game ain't over. Shaq Thompson. Shaq Thompson. Kyler's trying to, you know, chase us down like DK. Shaq Thompson with the freaking interception. Let's go, boys. Holy, I read that perfectly. Pick 6 from Kyler Murray. We're still going to lose this game and be down a lot, but hey, we did our job. We got to stop. We got points on the board, even as a defense. So I was talking about getting rid of Shaq. I really don't want to. I want Shaq to retire a Panther. I'm just saying for, like, you know, value-wise, he's getting close to where his, you know, value's going to start going down if it hasn't already. Gonna have to, you know, trade him one of these years. I guess if he regresses, we could trade him then. But I don't know. I like trading him. Like you saw, Thielen was an 80 overall. Clowney's currently over an 80, and we're thinking about trading him. Woods is currently over an 80. We're thinking about trading him. Sanders is under an 80. We're thinking about trading him. But I like trading them when they're above 80s. I feel like that's the better value, obviously. Higher overall, better value. Clowney out here. Don't try and do it again, boys. Marvin Harrison Jr. 20 seconds left, so while we did get that pick 6, the outcome of the game does not change, other than we're down by 12 instead of down by 19. But that'll do it. We start the season at 2-2, and we lose 35-23 to the 0-3/1-3 now Cardinals. Well, boys, that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you think of the newish format. I know I change these formats every like few weeks, but trying to make it to where I don't get, you know, sick and tired and burnt out of recording these. I liked it. I liked the offense one quarter, defense the other quarter. I don't know how much quicker this episode's going to be. It'll still probably be like 47 minutes long because of all the trades and stuff, but big trade. Traded for a new starting center, and he's only 22 years old, and all it cost was old Adam Thielen, expiring contract, want him, and second round pick, right? Third round pick? Something like that. I think they took a third round pick. So that's pretty good. As you can see here, Bryce Young, second in pass yards. Oh, you know what? Actually, I haven't advanced the week. Let me advance the week, and then we'll talk about that. Derek Brown with 5 sacks. Let's look at the league here. Jonathan Brooks, second in rush yards. Bryce is no longer second in pass yards, but he's probably like 4th or 5th. And then sacks, Derek Brown is tied for second with Parsons and Watt for sacks. He has 5. Pretty solid start to the season. Bryce has been kind of cooking, not going to lie. But start 2-2, and our next game is against the 4-0, 86 overall San Francisco 49ers. So next episode might start off rough. We'll just have to see, but I appreciate y'all for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.